Well, I think you guys know what time it is now. I think you know what time it is now. I don't know if we're going to do a whole thing on it right this second, but you know what time it is now. Cowboys lose. We'll post-game it for you, Jeff, Jesse, and Vach. Welcome in. It is the DLLS Cowboys post-game show, which is presented by our friends at Prize Picks, where with the promo code DLLS, you will get the hookup. And you can do like I do, and every week I pick the opposing team's quarterback to throw for more yards than projected.
For sure.
And today with JJ, you would have been right by about 60 yards. You would have got that one without a problem. Thanks, Prize Picks. Thanks, everybody, for being here. Don't take it out on us. I see one dislike button. We didn't do it.
Well, you know how crazy that is?
We didn't do
that. We just started the show.
Hit the like button.
So somebody had to log on just to not like us.
Just to hate.
Just to hate.
Just to hate.
And that wasn't me.
They don't even know if the conversation going to be good yet.
Was it you? Was it you?
What I sabotage? Are you trying to say I'm Matt Eberflus? You trying to say I'm trying to sabotage my own show to get fired?
Let's get the
Would
tanks.
never do that.
Get the tanks
What
in the
if
chat.
though?
Huh?
Wait a second.
What if though?
You think I would jump on?
Not you, man. Flus.
Oh, Flus?
Ain't nobody that bad though.
Yeah.
You can't be that bad.
You think he's trying to get himself fired so he can just go collect the check and do nothing?
It be happening in college, man. They coach and get them buyouts and they go like retire somewhere.
Man.
Flus might be on that pro. And look, this is irresponsible of me. You know what I'm saying? But when you were a defense that was giving up like 40-some points, and it was like, nah, man, it's the talent. And then you get like 8 new dudes on your defense, and you give up the same 40 points you was giving up, no matter the team, good team, bad team, whatever. Flus losing on purpose, man.
Are there any executive assistants or OnlyFans that got some DMs with Flus' name on it?
Hey, no.
Hey, man.
Hey.
I'm bugging?
It's a little too far.
All right.
Like 3% too far.
I will say.
Okay. My bad.
I can't say.
My bad.
Then you won't say.
My bad.
I can't say.
Hey, everybody. Welcome
What
in.
a
My
guy.
name is Jeff. I am next to former Cowboy wide receiver Jesse Holley.
It's your boy, Jay Holly.
And I don't know if the energy's right for what you might play for.
I mean, you
but-
can play it. Hey, man, it's time to draft, though.
No? Nobody?
It's time to draft, though.
It's okay. We can still try to find
Because of
good energy.
the Cowboy defense where dreams come true.
We can still try to.
Everything is easy, baby. Leave it up to Wheezy, baby. Everything.
Try Queasy.
So J.J. McCarthy never goes over 200 yards, and I tried to get some action on that from our boss. I was like, I bet you 20 he goes over 200. And he was like, I think he's going over 200. And I said, I bet you 20 he goes over 300. And
Get that man his money.
Thankfully, I didn't get a bet on that.
Yeah.
250. J.J. McCarthy, just the most passing yards he's had since college.
Yeah.
So it's only been, a couple years and some change on that. And yeah, man, I think we got sold a bill of goods for about 3 weeks where they were iffy on defense. Yeah. And it was like, holy cow, look at that. We saved everything. They didn't save anything.
You know, it's crazy looking back on, like when people were trying to kind of rain on the Cowboys got better parade or whatever. I was like, yeah, but it's like the Raiders are bad, the Eagles offense is bad, and like the Chiefs ain't good neither. Yeah. I was like, man, y'all can't do that. Them good teams, boy. And then you just sit back a little bit. You go, man, the Raiders are bad, and the Eagles offense is bad, and the Chiefs ain't really doing all that much in the first place. So yeah, so maybe some of those losses that you had earlier, like the Panthers and the Bears, they ended up being cool teams. But boy, some of the wins you got late, they don't matter. They don't matter. So shouts out to him, man.
Panthers just lost to the Saints, by the way.
Hey, man.
Glass half full.
Half full.
Aaron Jones didn't go off on us today.
How'd he do? What'd Aaron Jones do?
Aaron Jones only had 12 carries, 34 yards.
That's about what he got.
And he got half of that on one play. He had 16-yard run.
We got some super chats. You want to do Zach? You want to do Zach there, Vach?
Man, what's up, Zach? I know you sick of this. Zach about to buy everything over there in Arlington. Another game of flush and secondary working there. Flus. Okay. I guess he called Flus flush. Another game of Flus in the secondary working their magic and turning a 59% passer into God's here tonight. Laughing my butt off. He says, Pickens did what? Pickens was pouting all night because he got some scrutiny this week. I need him. We're going to talk about Pickens in a little bit for sure. And you just need him to be mentally tough. You know, man, Zach, man, breaking down the film a little bit. And appreciate you, Zach. This means the world to us, man. Big hug right there. Thank you, Zach. We knew what this Flores defense was. You know what I'm saying? Flores is going to live and die by pressure and whooping feet on your people. If you look at what offenses do versus the Vikings defense, all like good offenses too. Like look at what the Lions and some of these other teams did. Teams don't really go crazy on Flores like that. So if you told me the Cowboys were gonna put up like 26 points, and if Aubrey would have made his field goals, probably would have been a little bit
32,
more.
Yeah.
Like that's about what I would expect to be a good day from Flores. You know what I'm saying? I mean, from our offense playing versus a Brian Flores defense. But boy,
yeah.
that
was a 30-point day for your offense.
It was a cool day.
That's 32 if you make the field goals.
Yeah.
And if the score's different at the end, you may not try to kick an early field goal. You maybe whatever. Like it's a run of the mill day for the offense where there's nothing to write home about. But they were fine. Mm-hmm. And we still got the same thing. And we're gonna go back and forth and round on if we have like 9 bad defensive players, or if we have a bad defensive coordinator.
Yeah. You have both. Let me put that out there. And you have both. You have a bad defensive coordinator, and you probably have about 9 bad defensive players. And so when you add that all up, this is what you get. Because you can't. There are times when you can overcome a bad scheme with having really good players.
Sure.
And there are times that you can overcome having bad players with a really good scheme. I've seen it done many a times.
Yeah.
You can't overcome. It is virtually impossible to overcome. Bad scheme, not so good players.
Yeah, it's a tough combo.
Let me ask y'all this though. And this ain't me disagreeing with you. I just want like y'all's thought on it, right?
And so that means he's about to disagree with you, but he's phrasing
100%
in a way.
He wants to fight a different way tonight. But I'm ready. Bring your tail.
No.
Bring it.
If me and Jesse were to disagree, I would say I agree with you. But no. Let me ask y'all this. The players aren't good. Are they 34 points to the worst offense in the league bad?
Yes.
See, that's where we disagree.
Go ahead. Finish.
JJ McCarthy is horrible, dog.
Right.
JJ McCarthy is horrible,
right?
Dog. Now, if you put up this bad of a day versus like somebody that's middle, regular, quasi-competent, then I'd be like, all right, my player's bad. You gave up 40 points to, you know what I'm saying, to the Washington offense. Like that's regular bad to me. This defense, this Vikings offense is horrific. I watched them all year.
But see, here's the thing.
Carson Wentz is better than that guy.
And that's the thing, is that the offense schematically really good. The quarterback, not so good. And not only is this defense 34 points bad, there were 3 plays that would have resulted in probably a touchdown had JJ not overthrown the ball.
I think this defense like 24 points bad. But I think Flus really pushed him over the edge to make him horrible.
I think they might be 27 and a half bad.
They
might be 27 and a half bad.
You want to know what my favorite stat was? When we get the little packets with the numbers in them?
Yeah.
JJ McCarthy is the worst quarterback in the league at throwing a wide open target.
We saw that. We
missed Justin.
We saw that.
No. We saw the game.
In the game. That was my favorite stat. I say, man, dog, ain't no way we lose or get offensively bludgeoned by the worst quarterback throwing a wide open target. But then I thought to myself, man, this the Cowboys defense where dreams come true. And I don't think it's all players.
But here's the thing. We saw several plays. He routed up, Justin Jefferson routed up Savon Rebel, right? In up good. I said, ooh, stare.
I mean, that's going to happen.
Right?
That's going to happen.
And that's no wrong with that, right? He routes him up and does an over route, and he has Rebel beat by 6 yards.
Yeah.
Like, a half a yard in the NFL is wide open.
Mm-hmm.
6 yards is booty, butt, ball, naked open.
That's almost 2 Whitners.
That's almost.
That is almost.
We don't have to go. We don't have to bring that up. That's not.
There's a Whitner. That's
John,
1 Whitner right
John,
there.
you don't have to help
That's
him.
1 Whitner.
You don't have to help him.
That's almost 2 Whitner.
And
if you're wondering, he did catch.
Jeff's the beat lead, so if he invokes Whitner on the show, I have to put it up.
Hey, so, what?
Did you get caught?
Don't do that. No.
Well, he got caught 15 yards later.
No, don't do that.
But then
I never played an NFL game in my life. I was born in '92.
Oh, but look, guess what?
I was like 12 when that happened.
But guess what?
I just ain't see the game.
You talk about.
Oh, you want the picture back?
I was just 12 years old when this happened. I didn't see the game, dude.
This is what you was playing with, like.
Did he catch it?
You was playing with the figurines. When this game was happening, what were you doing at 12?
At 12, I was trying to be a football player.
Okay.
And have a girlfriend or something.
All right.
Nice.
But I think this defense is as bad as we saw it.
Yeah, for sure.
Because they were given, Seatbelt got beat bad, so bad, it looked like he was running in quicksand.
Yeah.
Like that is there were a couple
Maybe
plays.
his is a sword. He's not doing seatbelt. Maybe he is sheathing a sword.
Like they had plays where, for the life of me, now this is where I say this is a fluke thing.
Yes, sir.
In the red zone, you have Malik Hooker.
On the one, I do think it was Hooker.
You had a Hooker that was trying to guard Justin Jefferson in the red zone. Yeah. He was wide open. That's the one he dropped. He dropped that one. That should have been a touchdown. He dropped it. And then on the other one, you had Donovan Wilson.
Hooker, Wilson, and Ezeraku were lined up over a tight end and 2 wide receivers on one play in the red zone.
That's a fluke problem.
Yeah.
So, it's so hard to overcome all of this because you look at the players are not good. Like, we all know the Kenneth Murray story, right? And I'll stick and say this I'm blue in the face. The reason why Logan Wilson probably wasn't playing, he probably ain't no damn good either.
Well, I don't think he would have ran a defensive sweep to the right on a run up the middle, but maybe he would.
Maybe
Murray ran to the sideline.
I know.
He ran to the
the D tackles went here and here, which would tell you, in theory, the linebacker's supposed to be right here.
Sometimes
so he ran over
I'll
there.
give grace if like a jet motion cat was going over there, or like if a puller was going over there. I'll give grace.
He was just going there.
They was down blocking and comboing.
He was just going there.
And he just ran away. What he be seeing?
He doesn't.
He don't have no contacts. He need to put his contacts
He's
in.
the best off the bus, not on the field player in the league.
I don't care how
if
hard
Kenneth Murray
works.
leads your team onto the field, the other team goes, damn.
Mm-hmm.
And if he's on the field during the game, they go, damn.
And then look, Logan started.
Yeah.
And the defense ain't looked terrible the first drive and a half, 2 drives. And as soon as Murray went out there, boy, they marched. They marched. And I'm like, boy, this can't be a coincidence, is it?
But that goes back to the point.
Yeah.
It's half players, half coaches. They can't, neither one of them can overcome. And
Murray is terrible, I agree.
And let's not act like I'm a huge fan of McVay.
For sure.
Right?
Yes, sir.
Kevin O'Connell come from that tree now.
Yeah.
Like Kevin O'Connell come from that tree where he gonna find where my mismatch is at and how I'm gonna get to him all game long.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why when you go back and you watch this Minnesota team on film, you can see things and you go, all right, what is, and you look at it and you go, oh, it's J.J. McCarthy.
Yep.
J.J. McCarthy can't figure this out.
Right.
Right? Because when Sam Darnold was in it and he could actually read a defense,
Yeah, they're balling.
14-win team.
Yeah.
Not much is different as far as roster-wise on this team from a 14-win team a year ago to this team now, except
the quarterback.
And
he was terrible all year. Except
last week and this week.
Except week 15 and week 14. Wow.
Last week he threw for like 160 yards with his 3 touchdowns.
They ran the ball real good.
Yeah.
But this week,
yeah,
he got passing numbers. Just out of flus, man.
John, I think I saw like a 50 in there. Let me hit that on the super chat if I could. I think we had a J. Well, we have a J Lit in there.
Yeah, J Lit.
It's officially an even 30-year little drought. I need y'all to give me some optimism for year 31. Also, if you could work a Jerry impression in tonight, that'd help. Thanks.
Take it away.
Jerry, Vash Lombardi, from whatever platform that
I see you there, Booch.
What you think about Flus, and is he gonna be back next year?
I tell you now, when you talk about, I call him Flusy. Flusy is, I've seen, we've gone to church, and I think he has a family, and that means a lot to me. And so I think because he, kids maybe look that up, I don't know, but if he does, he did. And I think that he, boy, I tell you, when you meet a man who will drink Johnny Walker with you and do whatever you tell him to do, and that's nice, and I tell him we want to stop the run, so he does, and then they throw for 17,000. It's the year is 2025, and our goal is to put all our people on the line of scrimmage and stop that run, because I said it one time, and so we gonna do it. And I tell you, Flus he's one of the best at. But
are you gonna bring him back next year, though, Jerry?
I tell you now, he is and was and will continue to be as a he's a Flusy. And
is he coming back though, Jerry?
Coming up next, the DLLS Cowboys postgame continues.
I know the holiday season is here, and Santa and his reindeers might be dancing around on your roof. Well, if Santa's sleigh just comes in a little bit too hot and damages your roof, then I have the people that you need to go and see. That's my friends at Qualis Roofing and Construction, the most trusted in North Texas and in Austin. And by the way, over 700 5-star reviews with an average rating of 4.9. And I love this about Qualis because they ain't just coming without nothing.
Now they're going to hook you up.
They're going to hook you up.
Yeah.
If you get an inspection, go get you a free t-shirt, DLLS t-shirt. See that right there? Like that one. And if Santa does too much damage to your roof, then they're going to give you, and you get work done, they're going to give you a free Traeger grill or a flat top Blackstone grill. Yeah. But mention us at the call-in. It helps our show. So head on over, get set up, QualisGC.com, or call them at 817-500-9008 to get started today. Qualis Roofing and Construction.
Also want to shout out our friends at Monarch. You know, once you get that new roof, it is going to be incredibly affordable.
It is.
Our friends there.
Absolutely
but
is.
At Monarch, you want to plug in how you're going to pay for that. Just bang right there, Monarch. What they do is they take care of your finances for you. They help you out. It's an all-in-one command center, one clean interface with all of your different accounts, your savings, your checking, your cards, 401k, whatever. You get it all in one place because you know what happens when people a little messy with their finances. You know what happens? Lose your girlfriend. That's what happens. I'm just saying, financial things are a big reason that people break up.
Okay, you're right.
It is a big reason. I could have said wife, but I wanted to protect our married people.
All right.
But I'm just telling you, you want to keep your financial game straight. You want to be organized. You don't want to leave money on the table. You want to track those spending habits. Our friends at Monarch, they got you squared away. Do not let financial opportunities slip through the cracks. Use our code DLLS at monarch.com in your browser. You'll get half off the first year. That is 50% off your first year at monarch.com just because you use the code DLLS. It's time for our game ball, sponsored by our friends at Prize Picks. Somebody has to get the game ball, and we do try to give it to a Cowboy. And I do want to tell the 16 of you that hit the thumb down button. We didn't do nothing to you, and that is bad for the algorithm.
They just hate us, man.
Like, if you want to type a cuss word, but don't hit the thumb down. Take that away. Hit the thumb up, and then say cuss words in the chat.
Damn, boy, Jeff got hot, took the hoodie off, and put that more right back on.
I'm quick. I am quick with the hoodie.
Stingingly fast.
I am quick with the hoodie. Who got the game ball presented by Prize Picks, Jason?
Man, the wide receiver number one.
Pickens?
Wide receiver number one.
Pickens?
Wide receiver number one.
What?
No,
I don't think CeeDee had 0, John. I think he had 5 for 94.
He has 6. He has 6 for 111.
That's how I felt.
Oh, he had one more.
Yeah,
later.
he has 6 for. He has 6 for 111.
I said blame AI.
Okay,
Blame
AI blew up your graphic.
He got 6 for 111, and CeeDee's kind of. Had he not gone out the game the last time they played against Detroit, he might have went for over 200 that game. But CeeDee is doing what CeeDee does. and just running routes and just being a baller.
Yep.
Unfortunately, this offense hasn't been able to produce enough to win in the games that mattered the most. But I try to tell you guys all year long, man, the real number one dude who just keeps chugging along. Old CeeDee.
He's very good at football. He's very good at football.
Y'all try to get rid of my boy.
No.
Not y'all.
Mm-mm.
Not y'all.
No.
Y'all.
You know who you are.
Y'all know who
you
you
know
are.
who you are.
You people.
Now, receivers, I'm gonna teach you guys about football real quick. What receivers do is they do their job, right? They run the route that you tell them to run it, and then if you throw it to them, their job is to then try to catch it and then do some stuff.
Yeah.
George Pickens having 2 down games in a row. Is your needle on George Pickens moved?
Nah, man, Flores ain't no punk dog. You know what I'm saying? He I think he did everything. I mean, we're gonna have to watch the film. I don't want to be irresponsible here, but I think a couple things happened. I think earlier scheme kind of did it, but later. I think your Cowboys offensive line started to let you down, and then you just probably wouldn't be able to find him if he was open. I think as long as somebody's open, you know what I mean, whether it be tight end, wide receiver 2, wide receiver 1, you know, long as somebody whoever wide receiver 3, as long as somebody's open, then it's fine. If teams are gonna make efforts to take GP away, then cool. But I would have to watch the film to make sure that that's what happened.
They from like the early looks on it, they were hell bent on not letting him get that slant though.
Yep,
that's our fault. I had people tweet me about that. They say, ever since y'all kept making fun of it and talking about how nobody covers him on a slant, they started covering him on a slant. That's our fault.
Yeah, because Brian Flores watches our show.
For sure.
For sure, Brian Flores is tuned into our show on his work week. They listen to us, you scream at the TV, and tell them to stop letting them run slant routes.
Yeah.
Or your offensive coordinator can come up with a better plan. How about that? How about not? No, your offensive coordinator.
Our offensive coordinator?
Yeah.
Needs to come up with a better plan?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
If they're taking that away, now what? Well, what's the counter?
Throw it to CeeDee.
Okay. It's not a bad counter.
About 100.
Throw it to CeeDee is a fantastic counter.
About 111 yards.
And not about a counter. I can't even
run the ball with Javonte. What he had today?
6.1 a carry, but not a ton of carries.
He got hurt. He missed a little bit.
Yeah, he got banged up at the end of the half.
Overall, they had like 20 some odd rushing yards.
He had 15 for 91. Not a bad day in the touchdown.
That's a good day at the yard.
Good day.
So if they gonna buzz people in the box out to go deal with Pickens, then inside somewhere you could probably run the football a little better. See, I don't need your numbers to be great. You know what I'm saying? I just need the W. Give me the W and decent offensive output, because Dak got the numbers, I believe. Like, if we can put Dak numbers, I think Dak got decent numbers. It's just if they ain't go to GP. I don't need GP to be great. That's a solid little day throwing the football around.
You don't need him to be great?
No. What I'm saying is, if GP is great, perfect. But if GP is not great, but like somebody else is doing fine,
I got you.
Then fine.
And honestly, like, you can see it, like, especially early on with Dak, he was being very sure that he saw what was happening before he released the ball.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times,
you have to.
In this defense with Brian Flores, you have to make sure, because he'll line 7 guys up there.
Mm-hmm.
And now I got to figure out, all right, which one of you mofos is coming?
They're not all blitzing.
Sometimes it's 3, sometimes it's 5.
Right, sometimes it's 3, it's 5, it's 7. So now he's getting the ball back there, and he's like really trying to figure out, okay, all right, now I can go there.
Yeah.
And that's when you saw that week indigo or dagger, that in route they were running with the vert up the middle.
Mm-hmm.
That was becoming more available. But when you start talking about taking that, because those slants are basically either I'm under center and I'm catching the snap and I'm 1, 2, 3 balls out, or I'm in the shotgun catching the ball and I'm throwing it right now.
Yeah.
If somebody buzzing out there late, or you think it's a blitz and you throw it out there, and all of a sudden the guy you thought was coming on that blitz don't come on that blitz.
Yeah.
So like he had to hold it a little bit to kind of make sure what was happening. And if that's the case, then the slant's not going to be there.
For sure.
So it was like a part of it was they were hell bent on it, but also it takes you a little bit of time, because even when you look at the numbers, like Minnesota gives up a bunch of 20+ yard plays if you can hit them.
Yeah.
Like they're there. But the problem is,
find a window. Pressure's coming.
It's on the way.
And it got to be perfect. Outside the numbers, sometimes you got to hit them out there. Yeah, they just tougher throws. Throws that young quarterbacks don't even make because they don't even see it all that well. Which is why I'm seeing people on the internet saying that this is Dak's fault and this is Shotty's fault for calling bad plays. Like I don't want to, man. I don't want to be that guy, man. I'll let Jesse be the dude that,
I like that.
to be like, y'all don't know what y'all. No, because
you said the OC was butt.
You're a former Cowboy, so you have a lot more clout to be like, y'all don't know what the hell y'all talking about. I'm just a dude with a camera and a microphone.
Yeah,
I want to badly tell people.
You have one of the biggest platforms out.
I do, though.
You got one of the biggest damn platforms out of here.
Put the camera back on me while I just saying that. I do, though. Yeah.
You do.
Yeah, I'm blessed.
You have one of the biggest platforms out here.
But I still don't feel right telling people that they don't know what they're talking about. You can say you don't know the hell you're talking about.
But
okay,
you
well,
just,
hold on. Because what you said, yeah, ask him that.
Okay.
That's what I was going to say.
You want to do it or want me to do it?
Either way.
Okay, you got it.
Okay. So, Vach, you're saying you don't want to say, like, the OC didn't do a good enough job.
Huh?
You don't feel qualified to say that the OC didn't do a good enough job?
Shotty could have been
think
better.
The DC did a good job?
Let me say this.
You qualified for that one,
huh? Qualified for that one. Yeah.
You backed me into a corner.
Yeah. How about what you said? Tell us about how you feel about Flus.
And the Lombardi party.
Hold on, Lombardi party, please. Flus so terrible. Flus so terrible. I can't see some fire him. No, just see what I'm saying is.
Wait. So you qualified for that?
No. Okay, so look, what I'm saying is, I'm qualified to have an opinion. No, listen, I'm qualified to have an opinion on Flus. But if somebody says, Vash, Flus is a really good defensive coordinator, I don't like to look at that person and be like, you don't know ball. I don't want to be you don't know ball guy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The people don't know ball, man. Flus terrible. Hey, man, Flus ain't good, dog. You know what I'm saying? Shotty was cool, man. Shotty could have been better. But that's Flores defense, dog. You got to think about your matchups, man. It's my bad.
Let's hit some of the supers, please.
That was a fantastic job backing me into a
corner.
Man. You built that corner around yourself.
Oh, boy. Flus is so terrible. Flus ruined.
We did that one.
Yep. Flus ruined Shotty's rookie campaign, and he ruined one of Dak Prescott's better years.
Yeah, he'll do that. Zach Scott's in the super chat. Please no more Eberflus, Sorensen, Turpin, Murray, Steele, Wilson, and Carson. We need tackles in a bad way. Now, here's the problem. You just named a lot of stuff.
You know, it's funny. The one time Turpin should have fair caught the football, he ran away from it. What's going on with Turp, dog?
CeeDee. Hey, CeeDee, I tried.
We need a hold like them.
I tried.
Instead of running to the ball and fair catching it, he yelled Peter and pointed it up.
Hold it,
it's like 12 yards away. Just run to 12 yards.
It wasn't nobody running football, but I'm sorry.
Man, that was...
Oh, might have been a different one than the one that I'm thinking about. Trovon is in the super chat. He said, I don't care what happened. A two-time Pro Bowler deserves the right to fail publicly before we take this front office's word for it after 30 years. Diggs should have been on that field tonight. Instead, McCarthy looked like a star. Gross.
Let me tell you something, dog. Vaughn, you my guy. You don't miss shows. That means a lot to me. I don't think Diggs would have changed a whole bunch, just in my own personal opinion. I think when people think about Diggs, and look, I'm a very positive guy, unlike Jesse.
Yeah.
I think when people think about Diggs, they think about 2021 Diggs. 2021 Diggs was a long, long time ago.
He's made up an opinion for me.
That's what Jeff think about
No, because every time we talk about Diggs, I say, if you could get, and I openly say, I don't think that person exists. I'm just framing a question.
I don't think. Now, Diggs probably, I can't even say that. He might be better than Caleb Carson now, but I don't hate what the head coach is doing. You know what I'm saying?
You think this head coach driven?
About the whole Diggs thing?
Yeah.
You don't think it comes from Daddy?
Oh, about Jerry now?
This Daddy. I'm not saying your opinion is wrong.
No. It could be both.
Well, I think the owner general manager wants a return on his investment. Like if he's paying him, then I think the owner general manager would want him to play. I think.
Yeah, but that was before he sided with the enemy that Jerry had to trade away.
Yeah.
And then his little henchman was still here. And it's like, okay, look at now what are you doing? Now you're a little friend.
I definitely feel like owner general manager like, oh, so you thought you had the last laugh. You thought this was you thought you was gonna talk about me and my son and my family all off season, and you gonna put your little YouTube out, and then you gonna stand. But we trying to eliminate Ja Rule, and you keep doing songs with him. we trying to I got you. Don't worry about it. We trying to get rid of Michael Parsons, and you want to stand?
What would I be without you?
You want to stand with him?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
But listen, if it was owner general manager, wouldn't they try to trade him at the deadline? I thought the owner general manager didn't think about trading because he wants the return on the investment.
I don't think anyone would trade for Trayvon Diggs.
I think they would.
I don't think a single team in the
league.
league.
You get a 7. I don't think you getting a good pick.
I don't think they would trade for him because he makes $17 million, and they'd be like, "I'm going to sign him when you cut him for $4."
I think at trade deadline there was still hope of making a run.
Yeah.
And if you just so happen to make a run, then maybe you now have to sit down with yourself and go, self.
Yeah. Self said,
do we tuck our pride?
Yeah.
And put the best player out there because we want to make the money and go into the playoffs?
For sure.
And then once that began to look very bleak, they started saying, oh, screw him.
Mm-hmm.
Screw him. We really ain't gonna make this thing anyway. So to let him try to get some good film out there to raise his value, to let him try to go out there and show everybody that he's healthy. Yeah. Now we're gonna just keep making people guess. Is he healthy? What was that mystery concussion about?
That's petty.
How come he can't get on the field over knee brace and seatbelt and
sword sheath?
Sword sheath.
Sword sheath.
And tweezy?
Sorensen?
No, Broadus thought, the seatbelt thing?
Yeah,
he thought it was putting a sword back into a sheath.
Hysterical.
Sword.
I think this was a head coach call, man. I think Diggs wasn't locked into the program, and I think Shotty didn't try to tell people, man, you ain't bigger than the daggone program. And I think that he was benched because of that. Power.
So let's have this conversation.
I don't think we can yet.
Okay.
Yeah, let's have that. Let's have a conversation of whatever Jesse's talking about next on the DLLS Cowboys postgame.
The holiday season is upon us, and you don't want to be that last-minute shop. Don't be like Jeff. And also don't be like me, because I was out in them streets this past weekend trying to see what these stores are looking like. They are looking rough. People are in there. Shelves are empty. You can't find parking. But what you can do, you can get the people that you love, friends or family, the perfect frame. Not just the perfect frame, an Aura frame. And why? Here's what I love about Aura frames, because all you got to do is simple. You get the frame, and then you can just download pictures. Download it, send it to your phone, right to the picture frame. And for a limited time, you can save on the perfect gift by visiting auraframes.com and get $35 off Aura's best-selling Carver Matte frames. Rated number one by Wirecutter by using the promo code DLLS at checkout. That's auraframes.com, promo code DLLS. This deal is exclusive to our listeners, and frames sell out fast. So order yours now and get a time for the holidays. Support the show by mentioning us at checkout. Terms and conditions apply.
I also want to give a hearty salute to our friends at Shady Rays. I don't have my bag sitting here. My Shady Rays are in my bag, but I got the aviators, and I went with the purple. I don't know all the word. Polarized is the word. Polarized. Yeah. I got the purple ones. I like the aviator style. But our friends at Shady Rays can get you hooked up with any style of glass that you like. They got them all. You want the ones that I wear when I want to look like I don't know how to say it without saying that word I shouldn't say.
You should say it.
The people who wear them big old sunglasses while they're playing, even if they're not good. Kind of
those people.
But they got all sorts of sweet sunglasses for you, our friends at Shady Ray. And here's the thing about them. If you lose or break them, even on day one, Shady Rays is going to send you a brand new pair. No guilt trip, just replacements. Incredible glasses at the right price. That's our friends at Shady Rays, and we've teamed up with them to bring you an exclusive offer. Head to shadyrays.com. Use the code DLLS35. You get 35% off polarized sunglasses. Try for yourself. The shades rated 5 stars by over 300,000 people. Now, Jesse, I don't know where you were planning to go. You see, I got my hoodie back on real quick that time again.
Hey, man, the air conditioners keep coming on and off, and it's cold outside.
The AC is blowing, but I'm quick.
Stingingly.
Did it involve Trayvon Diggs?
Yeah.
Okay, because we do have things from Trayvon Diggs and from Jerry Jones after the game. Jerry Jones said Trayvon Diggs is not healthy enough to be out there, which I would say that's interesting.
Mm-hmm. It better be interesting.
Because you get to pick when you open someone's return window.
Correct. Right. The player don't get to pick that.
Well, he was a 4-week one, right? Yeah, but you still pick. You could go longer.
I'm saying the player didn't.
Right. You decided that he was ready, and then you get 21 days to decide to activate him, and now 2/3 of that is gone. And
yes, sir.
You picked when that would happen as the general manager of the football team, and then you say that he's still not healthy enough. And interestingly enough,
it better be interesting.
Trayvon Diggs was at this game also.
Looking good, too.
And Trayvon Diggs said he is healthy and ready, and it's not in his control. So
somebody lying.
Trayvon Diggs said, I don't know what else I need to do. At this point, I feel like it's not up to me what I do. I'm just showing up every day and working.
You know, it's funny. Shotty all week kind of referred to the mental side of it. Shotty was like, hey, man, a ramp-up is much more than just physical, that is mental as well, and that he needs Trey to do all the mental things. So Shotty say his mental stuff. Jerry say his physical stuff. Diggs say, I'm fine.
Yeah, we got a real problem here
Somebody
getting on
lying.
the same. We got a problem getting on the same. I do think it's kind of as simple as, like, Trayvon Diggs versus Cowboys organization has built up over time, right? Like, they don't think that he rehabs well. He thinks that he does, despite the fact that he's always hurt every time that he comes back.
Is this proof that he doesn't rehab well? That he keep getting hurt?
That is a reckless thing for me to say, and I would say absolutely.
I saw the YouTube video.
Yeah. It would be very reckless for me to speculate because I wasn't there.
Yeah.
But I would say absolutely Trayvon Diggs is not the hardest worker on that team in the league or in the top 45 on that team, is my thought. Which is why they're talking about classroom stuff.
Yeah.
Because, like, you take George Pickens. George Pickens has been late to and missed a bunch of meetings this year. Yeah. George Pickens is really, really, really good at football and can help you win on Sunday. So it's cool. They don't think Trayvon Diggs is near the player he was when that stuff was okay. And so now it's, well, they're mad at you. I don't know if you're really any good anymore. And so if you're not going to have the habits we want you to have, you're not going back on the field. Like, for what? For who? For what?
Yeah. No, and that was going to be my conversation was, you know, because Flus is talking about, you know, how we want to change the culture and how we want to be held, we want to hold people accountable. We want to do all these different things. And it's like, well, okay, cool. You pick and choose when you want to do that, though. Right? Like you can make an example out of Trayvon Diggs because you're getting Matt Eberflus. Shotty.
Yeah.
The only reason, and I've been around here long enough to know, the only reason Shotty's able to do whatever it is he does by not playing Diggs or not suiting Diggs up is because the ownership okayed it.
Yeah.
Because money players in the Dallas Cowboy organization does not get controlled by the head coach. I don't care what year it is. I don't know how long y'all been around here. If a player with a big contract and has money that is really under his name, that don't get dealt with by the head coach. That is a front office situation. I've played with players like that. I've covered this team with these players like that. You want to know why Kenneth Murray's still on the damn field? Because I ain't putting $7 million on the bench. He ain't gonna just sit on the bench for the rest of the season and I have to pay him. Y'all figure it out. Make it enough. Make it work. Get him in there, split carries with him, whatever. But what we're not gonna do is bench him. We ain't gonna leave him on the sideline because I gotta pay him $7 million.
Yeah.
And that's how you know that Schottenheimer is able to do what he does because he's gotten the okay from upstairs.
Yeah.
They don't like him. They don't like Trayvon Diggs anymore.
Yeah.
And it's not one thing. It's a host of things dating back to the off-season stuff. You talk bad about my organization, about me, about my people. You try to make us look dumb, make us look stupid. Britt Brown.
It's not hard to make the front office look dumb.
You know what I'm saying? And Britt Brown, that's their dude.
That's their guy.
That's their guy.
Yeah.
So you keep spitting in the face of what we are and who we are, and then you're not performing at a level where we can't take you off the field.
Yeah.
Screw you.
Yeah.
Screw you. And that's what's happening right now.
And I do think if he was super good, they would deal with it.
If he was
would
11 pick Diggs, everybody will shut up and just.
You're seeing it with George Pickens.
Yeah.
If you're that damn good, we excuse all of the nonsense.
Yeah. Diggs will be active. He'll be benched for 3 plays. Now go on out there and catch some picks, brother.
Yeah.
Go on out there and catch some picks.
Let's knock out some of these super chats if you guys don't mind. Let's see here. We got Carmine in the super chat. Dallas Cowboys defense. Pro Bowl QB development program.
Hilarious.
Cowboys defense, where average QBs turn into Pro Bowlers.
Amen.
Yeah, that's JJ. So these numbers that you're seeing on JJ McCarthy, just know that those numbers are way bigger than he's ever had in the NFL because the Cowboys defense is atrocious, trash. The defensive coordinator's not any good, and the players aren't good enough. But
this is this week right here?
Yeah, it was this week. Yeah.
So on 6 throws.
When he was under pressure.
So Flus pressured him.
They got pressure on him 6 times.
6 times.
Yeah. But because that's the other thing. Like, we got fooled by a lot of things.
On 30% of drawbacks, so less than half of the time.
Now look, on the opposite side, Dak Prescott, like you saw this right here, right?
Yeah.
A little bit of pressure.
Yeah, Dak got pressure.
Dak Prescott, third most.
He was blitzed. I think
Third
John,
most.
you showed the number on blitzing too. Is like 60% of the time almost, and pressured on almost 50%. Yeah, it's a lot of getting blitzed. That's a lot of being under pressure.
And you know what? That's what I like about Flores and kind of how we operate his little like deal or whatever. I'm gonna blitz you. If you make a big play on me, fine. I'm gonna blitz you again.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep doing it. And Dak is great versus the blitz. JJ McCarthy not.
Yeah.
So if I'm Flus, and look, man, I don't want to sit up here and tell somebody they don't know
Right,
ball.
Yeah, no. Yeah, who are you? Who are you to tell somebody they don't know ball?
Mike, really.
Yeah,
But if I was a miscellaneous defense coordinator worth my salt, if I was the 33rd best defense coordinator in the league, I'm blitzing second-year quarterback worse in the league at hitting wide open targets, JJ McCarthy, 70% of the time. I'm bringing people. Because early in the game, that's what Flus did, and he just stopped doing it for whatever reason. But I'm bringing it every single time. And if they find a way to make a big play off of it, hit Jefferson because he got one-on-one to the side, Jefferson going to do that. But I'm not finna let you ain't finna hit Naylor, and you ain't finna hit Addison, and you ain't finna throw the ball to these people. You ain't finna do all that.
Don't let a bad quarterback be comfortable. And that's what they did.
He was comfortable.
They let a bad quarterback be comfortable.
He gritted in the end zone. And comfortable.
Yeah, he sure did.
And all he do is run. That's on the film. JJ McCarthy run. He run around because he missed the reads and stuff. I'm okay. He missed the reads and run.
A name I can't read on the air up top. Good thing we hired a head coach based on merit. Worked his butt off.
We can't say that.
I don't think so. I'm being safe.
Point
Worked his butt off the hard way and through the system. Remember, the boss's kid never improves the product.
Oh, he's saying
Huh?
He's saying,
oh yeah, you can use your
he ain't
as
saying,
a blaster.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He's
Yeah,
saying,
yeah. Jotman is in the super chat. What film?
And he say Jotman.
What film of Murray are the coaches watching? I keep hearing coaches say Murray isn't playing bad. Well, if that's the case and Murray is doing what the coaches asked, then how bad are the coaches, right? Does that make sense?
$7 million.
Yeah, Jotman, this is my thing, dog. This is what it is.
Let me look up Murray number.
Shoddy is not gonna publicly scrutinize one of his leaders.
No. But they then announced that he wouldn't be the starting linebacker this week.
Yeah, they that's as bad as it's gonna get. Like he'll talk crazy about Jadon Blue. He'll talk crazy about Trevon Diggs. But if dudes are doing the right thing locker room leader wise, then he's not gonna publicly criticize those guys. Now, what happens in the meetings and who ends up starting and all that kind of stuff, that's where you get your answers from. But Kenneth Murray hasn't done anything to be publicly scrutinized by the damn coach.
CAA is in the super chat. The Jerry impression is on point. Thanks for the laugh after a horrible game. #FireFlus.
Every time.
Get on board with that. Jeremy Phillips is in the super chat.
What's up, man?
Said, if only we had a sign Turpin's decision-making is not good. Can we get updated slant stats with Ferg's catch tonight? Ferg caught a slant.
Did he?
First one of the season.
He got one.
He caught a slant.
He got one.
The second most slant running person in the entire league finally got a target on one and caught it. How about that?
That'd be damn.
Yeah. What are the ones up above, John? There we go. Anthony's in the super chat. He said it's for the best. Eberflus must be fired. 3rd and long, zone rush 4, complete disgrace. I'd strip him of D coordinator duties tomorrow. Jerry was asked about that too, and he said some nonsensical words that technically form a sentence, but don't mean anything. He said, with 3 games left, that will impact any adjustments that you make regarding coaching. In other words, I owe this man money for 3 more weeks.
Yeah.
So what do you think I'm going to do? Like,
Ask me in January.
Yeah, he's not going to get free money from me. I don't do that.
Ain't giving him a Christmas bonus early.
I want football. I want Cowboy football to work like college football. Like, they'll just give you the money, have like White Cotton call to play for the rest of the year, and be talking to the next coordinator right now. Just like, hey, man, you want to come in and da-da-da-da? I would love it if that, like, just rip the Band-Aid off Flus now.
Yeah.
And just start talking to see who the next.
I'm going to be honest with y'all.
Flus coming back?
I think he coming back.
I think either Flus coming back or somebody from in-house gonna be the DC.
Okay, we have to factor.
And I hate both those.
We have to factor something in here.
Okay.
Because I understand why Flus would be back, because Jerry hired him. But Jerry will cave to unanimous public pressure.
Yeah.
So just be loud.
I got to start a movement now.
He sees the stuff and he sees and hears everything. just don't let him do that. And to your point, like that's one of the things that I don't like about Jerry Jones.
Yeah.
One of the things I don't like about him is, and I might do things the same way, because when it's not your money, you can talk like this.
For sure.
It's not my money.
For sure.
But I would want the most valuable franchise that makes the most money to not be the penny pinching organization when it comes to things that don't involve a salary cap. Now, if it involves building a building that has value for him, boy, he'll put money in that.
He's done it.
But if you want extra trainers in the training room, I don't think we probably cut that corner a little bit. Could we fire this coach and go hire another coach? Yeah. Well, he's got 2 years left on his deal. That's $4 million of mine. I'm not doing that. Like, that's the kind of stuff he does. And
$4 million that he cares nothing about, by the way. Like, $4 million easy for him.
No, it's easy for him, but boy, he does care about it.
Think about it.
He does care about it. We got one more segment. We'll get your super chats, and we'll keep talking bad about the Cowboys defensive coordinator and whatever else we come up with next on the DLS Cowboys postgame. We do got some new hats. I'm waiting. Mine's going to be here soon. It better be here soon. If it doesn't get here soon, I'm going to flip my lid.
I got my update on my Shiesty season hoodie.
Yeah.
When is it coming?
In a couple of days, I guess.
Boy, we bought those at the wrong time, didn't we?
Boy, let me tell you something. Them Jones would have been hotcakes if they was like a week 3 drop. GP is
we got it in right on time. We've launched that right. I was like, guys, you don't understand. If we don't have if we don't have a T-shirt that just has a Shiesty mask on it, we are just giving away a great opportunity. We'd launched them suckers. Everybody bought them, and then he went to. But I got my 88 Club shirt on. You can see during commercial read. It's
rewind to that.
Only the real will last. The rest of that stuff is here today and go on tomorrow.
All the stuff is. Wait, we're in the read right now. I forgot we were in a commercial read because we started meandering. And that is my fault. I totally forgot we were in. Totally forgot we were in.
The Blitz got him.
This ain't my show.
I was about to read a super chat.
The Blitz got him.
I looked at the clock and got so confused because I know what time it's over. And I'm like, wait, should I be going to break right now? And I'm like, wait, I already did.
That's on me.
Go
ahead and read the thing.
Yeah, get you one of them hats though. I got the beige one on the way. Sign up to be a diehard. Also, we want you to do that thing. Look at them hat. That's some nice hat. I like that black and gold and white one too. It turns out I like the rope hat because you never know when you need a rope.
Is that what it's for?
Right now, you get cut. Tourniquet
on the hat. Just yank that rope off.
Save your arm.
Tie it up.
Does it work for gunshot wounds too?
Probably.
Tourniquet.
Stuff it in there. You know?
Come on.
Staunch the bleeding.
I can't say that.
Well, it's best not to worry about it. Sign up to be a diehard. You can pick a free T-shirt when you do from our merch store, including the Stay Shiesty shirt or the 88 Club shirt, whatever shirt you want. You get that. And then you get discounts on merch, and you get to join the Discord with all of our other fellow diehards. You get to have yourself a time. So sign up to be a diehard today or else, which is not a threat.
Does it work for taser prongs? Can I say that?
It's a DLS Cowboys.
They got shows on TV of people getting shot, and I can't say blum, blum, blum.
SRT8 is in the super chat. David Bailey or Jacob Rodriguez. That's who you pick. Sounds like we got a Red Raider in the chat. We'll never see a Super Bowl until Jerry either sells the team, fires Eberflus, or the other thing I will not say. Team is hot dumpster juice.
What's the third thing?
Him passing. Yeah, it would be him passing.
Hey, no.
And I appreciate you censoring yourself on that. You know, the average American lifespan for a man, I think, is 77, 78. But Jason, but the thing is if you reach the average age, you tend to go way past it because that number's brought down by people who die much younger.
Oh, where?
My dad is the one who hipped me to this because, you know, he's creeping up there. And he was telling me the average American lifespan. He's like, but if I hit it,
I'd have made it.
I'd probably go past it by a ways.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Galite.
Jason is in the super chat.
Should you account, should they, change the average for, the young people that ain't, you know what I'm saying?
I think so. So you just know how long if we just
natural
make
causes.
It normal.
Natural causes.
Yeah. Is it actually 84?
They should take out people that I can't say because I got censored on the last one. But go ahead, please, read the next one.
Jason is in your third quarter, 4th and 3, 3-man rush, but you drop one of the 3 in coverage. First down Minnesota on 4th and 3. I was at that point, I tapped out. A perfect summation of Eberflus being an imbecile all season. That's name calling, and I don't do name calling except when I accidentally do it.
Yeah.
Casey J. Flus needs to be thankful he ain't in Philly. Because if he was in Philly, I guarantee there'd be no eggs left in any Dallas grocery store. Kind of thing to do is let Flus not finish the season.
Eggs kind of expensive to be throwing at people's house, though.
Unless you got a sister who's got chickens. You let me know if you need eggs. Either one of you. I got you.
I need eggs.
I need eggs.
You need eggs?
Heard me
I
say,
do.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess
I like a good egg, but also my dog gets to eat eggs.
Okay, I can get you some eggs.
Yeah.
Levi Jeans, I swear, watching other teams' zone defense is so fun. Ours is just nails on a chalkboard. Joel was in the super chat. If you look at the stat lines, the Dallas defense wasn't the problem. Going 3 of 12 on third down is the problem. Offensive tackles had a bad game. If Dak has one more second in the pocket, it's a win. That's possible. I mean, I think that's the thing about football is there's a lot of different ways you could win a game, but I will not pretend that the defense wasn't a problem.
I'm not going to look at the unit that gave up 34 points to J.J. McCarthy and be like, y'all not the problem.
Yeah, and you did that without a turnover. So, like, those were actual drives they had to make to get their 34 points, right? Yeah. No turnovers, no fumble, no pick.
None.
Yeah.
I refuse.
And so that's real nice. I see Ali Jawad on the screen checking in
What's
in
up,
our
y'all?
post-game situation.
That that average age we talked about?
Yeah.
I guess Clarence out of there.
Yeah, Clarence
Man.
out of there.
Clarence-
We're having
Clarence out of there.
Pink eye, Ali.
Yeah,
Clarence
how's
out of
his
there.
pink eye?
Parents got a little pink eye issue,
Yeah, that's tough.
but
What do
just
you got
quickly
for-
wanted to update y'all. We talked to Diggs earlier. He mentioned to us that yesterday. What's up?
I'm telling you, go ahead. It was
Can y'all hear
skipping a
me?
little bit, and so we were delayed a little bit. But just
Your phone
give us,
got pink
give
eye,
us
dog.
what you think we need to have, and then when you're done talking, we're gonna kick you off.
Well, what we need to have is a new defensive coordinator roaming the sidelines. I think Trayvon Diggs could agree because we asked him about what's been the issues with his defense all season, and he alluded to the change at defensive coordinator, how difficult it is for players to adapt to new personnel, the changes.
Oh, no.
So I think there's probably your number one thing right there. He mentioned to us yesterday he was informed about the decision. He's frustrated. He feels he's healthy, ready to play, and he revealed the coaches. The conversation he had with the coaches was that they just want to see more out of him in practice. So a lot being said here and there, but I mean, it just hasn't looked promising for Diggs.
We appreciate you, Ali. Do we have?
Yep.
Ali Vash Lombardi,
Okay, here we go.
YouTube.
What's
Listen,
up,
man. So when Diggs says the changes at coaches on defense, did he say it like in a messy way? Like these new coaches ain't good, or did he say it in a I'm taking accountability that we need to pick up what the new coaches are putting down scheme wise? Like, was he messy or was he trying to be a good teammate?
Interpret. Here we go.
No, I think from the tone, he was trying to be a good teammate because he did mention some of the positives, like adding in new guys up front, like Quinnen and Kenny as well. But I mean, just for him to kind of point to that as the first thing, I think kind of tells you a lot about where he feels about it too.
Appreciate you, Ali. You enjoy the rest of your night, brother, and we will see you
Appreciate
tomorrow.
it. See y'all tomorrow, guys.
Yep.
Anthony's in the super chat. Diggs don't matter. He's good in press. He's
He should
good.
have stopped right there. He don't.
He's good in press coverage with pressure. We rush 4 zone after the first 7 minutes of the game. The problem is Eberflus. We hired a zone DC with man corners and safeties. And I'll hit on that in a second. Just want to knock out this last one. Joel was in the chat. This could be Dak's first losing season while starting all 17 games.
Yeah.
Jerry has let Dak down by a penny pension. Yeah.
That's a good stat. That's a nice little stat.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
tuck
yeah.
that away. Use it on
Yeah.
one of my shows this week.
No losing season. Yeah.
And I do think, I'm qualified to say this because of all the time I spent in the league.
Flus ain't good.
Flus is not good. And you will not catch me pretending that he is.
Yeah.
You could do better with a different defensive coordinator.
Yeah.
I don't think you could have a good defense with a different defensive coordinator.
That's fair.
I don't think you could. I think, and man, it's going to be coming up on us fast now. You need, I'm talking about the draft.
Yes, sir.
You need lots of stuff if you want to have a good defense.
And
Like
now-
next year, your number one premier edge rusher by a mile is Donovan Ezeraku.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Yep.
That's it. And okay, so I need some of that.
Jared needs to have a big free agency period.
Yep.
Bring in some dudes.
And he doesn't do that.
Do y'all not sign GP to have a bigger free agency for defense? I don't want to kill the content. I know we got a couple more weeks of football left.
I want them to keep George Pickens.
Yeah.
I think having CeeDee and Pickens
Makes your offense great.
makes Javonte Williams a 5-yard per carry runner, which is what he is on the season. Like I think teams, it's hard to play defense against that because it's what do you want to do? And
see, I can get that. Let me make sure I say this right. because I don't want
GP.
Maybe
good.
not him, but you can get a good receiver.
I can get a good enough with the way that Dak plays quarterback. I need one elite receiver,
You got that.
and I need another veteran good receiver and Ryan Flournoy.
Mm-hmm.
With Dak Prescott, I'm gonna get the same productivity. I may not get the wow that I get with George Pickens, and I get that part. I know the level of player that he is.
Sure.
But I'm saying to answer your question.
Yes, sir.
If it meant that I got a more robust and deeper and more talented defense,
That's fair.
that I had to let George Pickens go or trade him away, sign and trade him away, and I go and get
A real corner.
I go and get what's the boy from Tennessee? Ridley.
Calvin Ridley.
Oh, Calvin Ridley.
can play.
I go get Calvin Ridley. Or
AJ Brown's going to demand a trade.
AJ Brown. He made demand a trade.
He makes a bunch of money.
He made demand a but you know what I'm saying? If I go get Calvin Ridley and match him up with CeeDee Lamb and Ryan Flournoy, I'm not saying that I'm not comparing the two. I'm saying that my offense will still be
good enough.
top 5 offense in the league.
Yes, sir.
I believe that.
I guess if you told me that the Cowboys are going to sign a $35 million a year player, like if Pickens isn't here, they are going to sign a $35 million pass rusher, I would say, okay.
Yeah.
Somebody said Brandon Ayuk.
Because you need him.
I signed Brandon Ayuk on a 1-year deal or 2-year deal, whatever you know what I'm saying? Like
Sure.
there are enough decent other receivers in this league that can be really good number 2s.
Yeah.
And I can make it work. If that means I go get a defense that's going to put me in the 15s, 14, 15, 16, middle of the pack in this league, I'll make the playoffs. Hands down, without a shadow of a doubt with that.
I also think the difference is, like, if like Mike McCarthy was calling plays or something, I wouldn't like it because I think Brandon Cooks was a very solid player. Mike just had him running hitches and slants all day. But CeeDee seems to be a character that can elevate talent, like we kind of seen him. We see him doing it with Flo all the time. I think a solid to cool. And look, I like GP, man, but I think your defense is so bad right now. I kind of want to do what like New England did and just like get a bunch of dudes, just sign a bunch of dudes, like $10 million range dudes, and just bring them in and let them play. Maybe like one big fish, like a Trey Hendrickson type cat, and just bring them in and let them play, and then go draft freely.
If that's what you're going to do, what you need to do is for the next 3 weeks, feed George Pickens.
Mm-hmm.
Then tag and trade him as a 1,500-yard receiver. That's got to be the plan. But, like, yeah, this defense, they desperately need pass rusher, at least one, probably more than one. Yeah. They desperately need at least one starting NFL linebacker.
Yeah.
They desperately need at least one starting corner.
Yeah.
And 2 safeties.
And when you talk about draft,
they need everything that's not D-tackle.
Yeah.
That's such a crapshoot on defense.
And I didn't even mention they need offensive tackles.
Sure.
Because the Cowboys drafting has been
not good the last few years for the most part.
It's been 6, 7, right? Like it's been iffy.
Don't do
but
that.
like even I know I should. I know.
Come on, man.
I know. My bad. That's my fault.
Come on, man.
That's my fault. That's my fault. I'm too old for that.
I'm too old for that.
I'm way too old for that.
I'm too old to want to figure out what it is, and so
I don't even know what it is.
Trying to make me.
That's how stupid it is. It don't mean nothing.
I shouldn't even be saying it.
It don't mean nothing.
He said a thing that doesn't mean a thing.
It don't mean
and
nothing.
People intentionally say it as a thing.
They
that
say it
doesn't
on
mean
purpose.
A thing.
That's the mean because it don't mean nothing.
Okay.
Goofy.
My only time was I saw in the background of a sports live shot.
Nope.
I saw some drunk kids screaming it, and I was just like, whatever that is the most annoying thing I've ever seen.
It don't mean
in my
nothing.
life.
Yeah. It don't mean nothing.
Okay. Yeah, Cowboys need all sorts of stuff. They need all sorts of stuff. And it's not good.
Mm-hmm.
And they need to fire the defensive coordinator. And they need to do it today.
And just on a small draft topic about it, not nothing big.
No, nothing big.
There's a bunch of people that want to talk about drafting a safety from Ohio State, Caleb Downs. I'm like, man, I think of safety as like a luxury pick. I wouldn't want to draft a safety if your pass rushers, corners, and linebackers terrible. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I think that's and this is just going to be a real quick point, Vosh, very quick.
Yeah.
Unless you think the safety's like the best player in the draft and the pass rushers, you're like, I mean, I know it's a pass rusher, but like you're selling yourself just because of that position. Yeah. Like you can't be too afraid to take the best dude. right?
He nice, but I don't think he the best player in the draft, though.
No, maybe not the best player, but
the best player in the draft is a linebacker pass rusher that I would love to have, but we want too many.
I would too, but I'm also kind of scared of the guys that you're like, yeah, he's going to be incredible at something that he's not really hadn't done much of yet.
He's so good.
But we'll see. We'll see.
Good.
Hey, the Cowboys lost, and they should fire the defensive coordinator. Thanks for hanging out with us on the postgame show. Shout out to Rush, who just super chatted. He's trying to trade GP, and he's got an offseason plan for us in there. Remember, you have no idea what anybody's going through. Be cool to everybody. We love you. Be easy, and the Doski Woski.
Hootie hoo.
Eliminate the contingencies.
We all silly like the mayor.